Okay, we've got another UU here from a fellow Serebii or whatever they're called. And yeah, it's Golduck #1. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not. Oh my god, serious short-term memory issues with me here. So he leaves with yoga, and I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna set up dual screen stealth rocks. Memento is gonna send out a lean on belly drum and sweep me. Which is why I decide to preserve my peekaboo. Preserve's kind of an extreme term, but anyway, he decides to be a jerk and yawn and U-turn, which tells me that he isn't the typical Memento type. And my Mega Horn does shamefully little. I was expecting it to one-shot or go near one-shotting, but it doesn't even do like, what, 3/4? Like, what the heck? So he has a down fan, and there are only three things he could do: Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, or Rapid Spin. If he decides to Stealth Rock, I can send out my Blastoise and Rapid Spin. If he decides to Earthquake, my Blastoise will take it. And if he decides to Rapid Spin, well, then I'm screwed. And he does the Rapid Spin, and he has a Vanilla Ice, which makes me like, ew. So I protect just to see what it wants to do, and turns out he Toxics, and probably predicting a switch to my Probopass, he Thunder Waves me, which is a really nice move on my part. Mwahahaha. But then he has a Roserade, which walls the crap out of my Blastoise, and his Sleep Powder misses, which allows me to set up my Stealth Rocks, but I don't think that mattered too much since his second Sleep Powder hit, and he's gonna Leaf Storm me out of the lack of better things to do. And look at that, Probopass is a beast. That's a stab based 120 Leaf Storm, and oh my, it doesn't even do half. What a freaking beast. So he decides to send out miscolored Chuck Norris and my Toxic freaking Mist. So, and I know a fighting move's coming, so I got on my Venus because I can resist it, and that did like half. Like, oh my god, you are kidding me. And I'm thinking that it's banded, and I was debating whether I should protect Stall for my leftovers, but I decided against it in case he wants to switch. So he close combats me, and I thankfully survive, and with his -2 and stab, I can easily KO with a Slush Bomb. So he sends out this Yoga just to scout for my switch, but I've said, I'm smarter than that, so I Toxic the Yoga, and now it's official. Yogas are poisonous. Mwahahaha. So he sends out that Ellie Punk back, and I'm thinking I can get a Leech Seed in before I die, maybe even a Toxic. But I forgot that those things can and will carry Ice Shard, which is like, darn. So I send out my Grace Glaze because, well, if he doesn't switch, he dies. If he switches, something else takes a very hard Ice Beam to the face. But that he has a bloody Regice, even though Regice doesn't have any blood. And I send out my Peekaboo because, well, I don't mind Thunder Wave and Toxic, I'm immune to it. But he decides to be a jerk and packs Rest, and at that point I was just doing head smashes. I'm like, damn. And to make things worse, his freaking Yoga decides to survive my Power Gem, which is like, no. So I sent out my Blastoise predicting either a Yawn or a Stealth Rocks because, well, my Blastoise is paralyzed anyway, and it does have Rapid Spin. So because he knows that his Roserade walls the complete shit out of my Blastoise, he decides to be a jerk and send it in. And because my Venusaur is dead, I have nothing that can really take repeated Leaf Storms. So I decide to leave Peekaboo in to sleep because I'm not really sure what it wants to do, switch or maybe go for a second Leaf Storm, hope for a crit or whatever. So he has a Medicham, which is like, no, come on. So I send out my Hui-Chi because, well, it's Scarf and it's obvious that he's gonna switch, and, well, I can probably do something to something. And yeah, he has a down fan. I mean, yeah, you know that. And my Flabit does like nothing at all. And since I've got nothing really to switch to, I decide to leave Hui-Chi to die because I'm stupid like that. And at this point, that stupid Dunfan is really pissing me off right now. So I set up my Blastoise because I know it's a win-win situation for me, and I get Parahex, not that it matters. But yeah, that Roserade, that Donphan, and especially that Regice is really bugging me right now. And his third Leaf Storm KOs me with a crit, though that didn't really matter. But still, I sent out the best bird in the business because, well, and I was hoping that he wouldn't sleep me, and I was hoping that because I'm a flying type, I would scare a switch so that I could get an agility in. And he switches, which made me like so happy. So I get my agility in, and at this point I was thinking, GG man, GG, I'm gonna sweep you with my Pidgeot. And he decides to be a jerk and ice shots. I completely forgot about that when I agility, which is like, dope, I'm gonna die. So look at that Donphan take my Brave Bird, like what the hell? That's like stab life up base 120. And oh Jesus. And that's for max attack, just so you know. So yeah, I'm really backed in the corner here, and I stupidly go for another Ice Beam because, well, I figure a resistor Ice Beam, it does more or less the same than a neutral Shadow Ball anyway, and he's got clear body, so there's no point in aiming for special defense drops. And he switches out again for some reason I cannot comprehend, because I'm stupid like that, and anything I can comprehend is what you normal people can't comprehend, which is why I'm paralyzed, and he managed to get a Rapid Spin, which is like, I'm not talking sense. Since when do I talk sense anyway? Why are you listening to me? I don't talk sense. I can't even speak proper English. I'm a freaking Asian, yay! Golf Ball Bobel is gonna be laughing his arse off, and he gets a freaking crit on the Earthquake. Even I know that much, and it was really annoying since I got like 2 Parahexes in a row, and then he got a crit with his Earthquake, because, well, I know I'm gonna lose anyway, but still, it's just like rubbing it in. But I suppose it's just making the inevitable faster. But man, I Protect Store, thinking I could survive his next Earthquake and surf his butt off, but that doesn't happen, and I die. So he decides to be totally stupid and go for an Ice Shot, and at this point I didn't really think Shadow Ball would KO, but it actually does, and I'm like, yes, Grace Glaze! So yeah, I didn't go for a Water Pulse because I know he has a freaking Roserade back there, and I was hoping that my third Shadow Ball would KO after that lefty, so that he wouldn't be able to rest again. But apparently he leaves with like that tinge of HP, like what the hell, from my viewpoint is already 0. And because of that, he manages to get a Thunder Wave off me, and I don't even get to, okay, I get to kill off that thing. So he's gonna have that stupid Pure Power thing, Baggy Pants thing, to finish me off. And at this point I was like thinking, Major Miss Hex Procs with High Jump Kick, but he has Brick Break. So yeah, good game, and that was fun. Goodbye.